I cannot help but smile each and every time I see one of y'all's lovely comments that you leave on my videos. And so it is time to respond to them again. Welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. Let's go. Yes, hello and welcome or welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am, of course, Mr. Francy, and I'm truly honoured that you've once again chosen to join me today as we take a look at some of the comments you all have been leaving on my videos. Now, in case you are new, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. But if you are new, the reason why I do this is because sometimes when I am typing a response to a comment, the tone and inflection can be lost in a written response. So I prefer to just respond on video. Each and every single comment that is left will be responded to. I don't miss any of them. If we run out of time, we just get to the next one in order in the next video. So here we are. This is the 8th responding to your comment edition, and I'm very excited. So let's jump right in. So jumping right in, and the first comment is from Monistofoletti8000, which I love that name, commenting on a very old video that I did, and I still to this day love that I have done that one, called Audiobooks Not Available in Your Country. Monistofoletti8000 says, did you find a solution for that? I can't listen to books from my country. Now, so there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, let me explain what the video was about. So as the title suggests, I was talking about audiobooks that were not available for me in my country. I've come to since find out a lot of different things, and the first thing that I found out is the actual terminology. The reason why I couldn't access certain audiobooks in my country is because they are geographically blocked, or for short, geo-blocked. So this is just something that certain countries, certain publishers will do, and it just means that it's not available in your country to listen to a book because it just isn't. It's kind of the same with TV shows. I've noticed that as well. There are certain TV shows that are not available in my country because they are filmed in other countries and there's something to do with partnerships and whatever. So it's just geographically blocked, and it is what it is. So as far as a solution to that, one thing that I would recommend is going through Miami-Dade when it comes to what's it called, Hoopla. So Miami-Dade, even though they are located obviously in Miami, they offer outsiders the option to pay for a library card for Miami-Dade's library, which would give you access to Miami-Dade's full catalog library of audiobooks over in Hoopla, as well as any other type of library associated what do you call it? Streaming, audio streaming service. So yeah, it's called streaming. You know what I mean? Audio service. But this is interesting because, what, Monistofoletti8000 is saying is that they can't listen to the books from their own country. That is confusing for me. I have not experienced that. If it was a book that was written by an Australian author, published by an Australian publisher, then I am able to access it. So, I would just say to you, check out who the publisher is, because there are times when authors will publish under a publishing company that is not from their country. So to use me as an example, I'm from Australia. Let's say I publish a book and I publish that book through an American publishing company, then the book is seen as an American American published book. And so therefore the book may be geographically blocked in my country, despite me being an Australian writer, because the publishing company is American. So have a look into the publishing company and see if that's the reason why. But otherwise, you should not be blocked from being able to listen to audiobooks if they do actually exist and they are actually on the platform you're looking at, if the publishing company is in the same country that you are from. if you are finding that the audiobook, that all those things are covered, that the publishing company is in the same country you are from, that the audiobook does exist and it exists on the platform you're looking at, and you still don't have access to it, I would highly recommend writing into that company. I mean, certainly you can write into the publishing company, but I just think that you would get an easier and quicker response if you went through the actual audio company themselves. And by audio company, I obviously mean like Audible, Scribd, what are those called? Scribd now, Everand, Hoopla, whatever it is, Chirp, there's so many. Going through the actual audiobook company and saying, why is this geographically blocked in my country, given that it is published by a publisher that is in the same country as me? It doesn't make sense. Can you let me know why this is the case? And they should be able to help you out. So generally speaking, when I say audiobooks not available in your country, what I'm referring to is audiobooks that were created thanks to publishers that are not in your country. So, yeah. Hopefully that dots a few I's and crosses a few T's. Certainly send them a letter, the audiobook company, if that is the case, and get back to me. Let me know how you went. I'm really intrigued to know. There are... I don't want to say oftentimes because it sounds wrong, but I will say that there is a massive amount, percentage-wise, of published books that are not turned into audiobooks. And I do think that is a shame. So that would be my number one first thing that I would suggest to anyone in that situation is make sure it actually is available on audiobook first of all. And then if it is available on audiobook, are there exclusivity rights to that audiobook when it comes to the audiobook company? So a great example of this is that there are very well known, as in if you know the company, then you are well aware that this is the case, and it happens oftentimes with books. It is a known fact that Audible have Audible exclusives. And what that means is that these audiobooks cannot be found on any other audio streaming service. Is it called streaming? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say here. Another audio company. So do check that out. Check out one, is it available on audio? Your best way of doing this is to go to Goodreads. That's what I do. Go into Goodreads. The web version gives you all of the information that you need, the online version rather than the app version. That's just what I recommend. It gives you all the information you need, including all the editions of the books. And so if you go to where all the editions are, it will show you like, hardcover, paperback, ebook, audio, whatever it is. It will tell you. Another way is Fantastic Fiction will also tell you if it's available on audio. And then once you've confirmed this is available on audio and you've checked on a company, for example, that's not Audible, go to Audible. Even if you're not subscribed, you can look up a book, go to Audible, check if it's there. And if it is stating that it is an Audible exclusive. And if that is the case, that could be why as well. We took a bit more time answering that one, but I just felt that there was some pretty information that I needed to give there. So best of luck to you, Monistofaletti 8000, and please do keep me posted. I would love to see the progress you make and how things go and all of that, because audiobook representation means a whole lot to me on this channel. So please do get back to me and let me know how you went. And if you're continuing to struggle, then maybe we can work together and see what we can do to get you access to whatever book it is or books that they are that you are trying to access at the moment. All right. So Susan Frank 5533 has commented on my February wrap for 2025 by saying, fabulous reading month. Thank you. I really had a blast in February. I would love to check into the inn at Holiday Bay. Oh my gosh. Yes, I would love to check into the inn at Holiday Bay myself. It sounds amazing. I've only read book 1. I'm reading book 2 this month. I already have book 3. I'm reading it next month. So I'm taking a risk because I may not like book 2, but anyway. But from what I've read in book 1, I would absolutely love to check in there as well. Susan Frank goes on to say, that series has been a long-time favorite of theirs. Plus, it's spin-offs. Yeah, so I did recently find out that the Inn at Holiday Bay Cozy Mystery Series by Kathy Daly has spin-off series, which is fantastic, because if I continue to... again, I've only read book 1 so far, so, you know, can I really say I love the series if I've only read 1 book? You let me know in the comments below. But it's good to know that if I do continue to love the books and the series as I go along, that there are spin-offs that I can get to as well. That makes me really excited. So, thank you, Susan Frank. And yeah, February was a fantastic reading month for me. Once I started my Cozy Mystery embargo, I was so happy. For those of you who are new to the channel, again, hello and welcome. I used to read a plethora of genres. Excuse me, I was extremely eclectic in what I read, whether it be, you know, contemporaries, horrors, thrillers, dystopians, you name it. If it wasn't a Western, I read it. And I always mixed up my genres every month to read a whole plethora of them. But then I decided... won't go into too much detail here. I've covered it in other videos and you can check them out. But long story short, I decided I wanted to put a Cozy Mystery embargo on myself and only read cozies. Ever since I started that embargo of only reading cozy mysteries, I've been having a blast. And that occurred, I think, around the middle of February. So yeah, had a lot of fun in February because all I read was cozies in February. It was amazing. Thank you, Susan Frank. Okay, next up, my dear friend Jessica commented on my March TBR for 2025 saying, I loved seeing all your cozies. Thank you. I am so happy. I am loving it at the moment. So I had put in an order, well, multiple orders over the past 3-4 weeks for Cozy Mysteries for not only this month, but also for next month. And they all seem to be coming at the same time because for the past 7 days, I've at least been receiving 1 book that's been delivered every day. And I'm saying at least. Some days I've received 2, some days I've received 3. And it's kind of become a running joke with me and my family. Like, oh, what was the Cozy Mystery book that you got delivered today? You know, the cozy delivery of the day, basically. It's been a whole lot of fun, and I think I've ordered way too many for next month, and I won't be able to get through them all, but what a great problem for me to have. I love that. It's like, I have too many to read. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Jessica. I'm so glad that you love seeing all the cozies, and you will see a heck of a lot more cozies on this channel because now that I'm exclusively reading cozies, the content that I'm putting out is cozy exclusive as well, and I've been having an absolute blast. So thank you very, very much. Is my eye a little red? Oh, give me 1 moment. Sorry. Sorry about that. I felt like there was something in my eye there. I do apologize. We will keep going. All right. Pat, my dear friend Pat, commented on my responding to your comments number 6. And in case you're wondering why I have the hash symbol, hashtag hash symbol, and the number next to it with responding to your comments, it's just to make these videos easier. So rather than going, it's the responding to your comments video with the red t-shirt, but then there's a few of those, so just makes it easier. So yay, I can say now, Pat responded. My dear friend Pat responded to my responding to your comments number 6 with 4 sparkly hearts. So if you're new here, every time I receive a sparkly heart in a comment, I sparkle it up. So here we go. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. Thank you so much, my dear friend Pat. You're always leaving sparkly hearts and comments with sparkly hearts on my videos, and I appreciate it so much. It always makes my day when I see a comment from you, Pat. So thank you. And in this one, Pat is commenting saying, what a boost. Thank you so much with many exclamation marks. Thank you, Pat. So yeah, in that one, Pat had left a comment referring to how she had seen me. Okay. We need to go back a bit. So Pat had left a comment. I responded to that comment. Then she left a comment saying how me responding to that comment gave her a boost. So I responded to that comment as well in a subsequent video talking about how it gave her a boost specifically. And now she's saying that this one gave her a boost as well. You are so very welcome, Pat. As I said, I really appreciate all of the comments that you leave. It doesn't go unnoticed. I feel like every time I release a video, you leave a comment, and that dedication is very much appreciated. Every single comment I receive on my videos makes my day. And Pat, your consistency means a lot to me. You're always commenting. So thank you. I feel the loyalty. I feel the love. It means a lot. Thank you. All right. I love saying this title of this channel. Amy Harbored in Pages. Hello. I love that name, I do. So, my dear friend Amy Harbored in Pages commented on the same video responding to your comments number 6 with a blue heart emoji, the face with the 3 love hearts emoji, oh gosh, I'm going to go in for a closer look, excuse me. A cat? Oh, is that a cat? I love that. I can't tell what it is, but I assume it's a cat. And a sparkly heart emoji. And in the midst of all that, it says, "This made my day," with an exclamation mark. And I don't understand. Sorry, Amy, I'm going to respond to your comment in a minute, but it's just reminding me with exclamation marks. I don't understand how anyone can read something that has an exclamation mark and have the exact same tone and volume when reading it. So let's say that the sentence was, Charlie walked into a store and what he saw was amazing, exclamation mark. And they read it like that. Charlie walked into a store and what he saw was amazing. I don't get that. The whole purpose of an exclamation mark is that you exclaim that sentence, so it would be Charlie walked into a store and what he saw was amazing. You know, so Amy Harbored in Pages is commenting saying, "This made my day. Thank you, Amy Harbored in Pages, and for your sparkly heart, sparkle, sparkle." Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That comment has made my day. Because I mean, there really is, you know, you'll tell me if you think differently, because we're not a monolith. Whether we're readers or not readers, as humans in humanity, as a part of humanity, we are not a monolith. We're not all the same. We're all different and special in our own way. But for me, reading comments, all these beautiful comments, make my day. To read a comment where someone is telling me that I've made their day, or to go back to Pat's one where Pat is saying what a boost, which also implies that I've made her day, makes me really happy, because I'm not only getting a positive comment, but I'm getting a positive comment saying that I've made someone's day. That makes me even happier. So thank you, Amy Harbored in Pages. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, my dear friend Pat commented on my cozy mysteries that are available on audiobooks number 3. And before I get to her comment, let's make a link to the comment earlier on that was based on my audiobooks not available in your country video. In that section, I was saying how audiobooks are really important to me, and representing that means a lot to me on this channel. This is part of my way of showing it, because I'm currently reading cozy mysteries. Not every single cozy mystery is available on audiobook. I don't know what the exact percentage is. The more I'm looking into it, I'm thinking at best it's 50-50. 50% of cozy mysteries that are published are available on audiobook and the other 50 are not. But it could be less than that are available on audio, which is a shame. But because it is so underrepresented, it becomes a struggle, because either people don't know that there are audiobooks available, or they may think, why would I even look, because most of them aren't available, so I'll just grab the physical. And if you like the audio, or if you can only listen via audio, which, in case you haven't worked it out by now, I am one of those people who says listening to an audiobook is reading. You are still consuming a book, okay? Anyway, got on my soapbox for a moment there because for years, I haven't seen it lately, but for years, I kept seeing people saying, listening to an audiobook and not reading. You know what? You want to get technical? Fine. You're not physically reading a book, but you are still consuming that book. So don't come to me, don't be all in my face and say that it's not reading. I mean, it's not physically reading, but you're still consuming the book. And so if we call that reading, it's reading. Let it go. But I go above and beyond with that because audiobooks do mean a lot to me. Very quickly, the reason for this is because I know of people who cannot consume books any other way aside from listening to the audiobook. So therefore, if the audiobook is not available, they miss out on the experience of consuming that story. So that's where the passion came from with me. I do, at the moment, exclusively listen to audiobooks. Yeah, I buy the physicals because I love having them on my shelves. I love the memento. I'm collecting my cozy physical books. Absolutely I am. But I don't have a roadblock to reading other than the fact that I can be easily distracted if I hear noise around me. But I can physically read a book if I so desire. But at the moment, I'm doing a lot of crocheting and it's just easier and great to multitask listening to someone tell me the story while I am crocheting. So all of that out the way. My point is, audiobook representation means a lot to me on this channel and I'm glad that I have this platform to provide that information. Linking that back to the comment, my dear friend Pat, as I said, commented on my cozy mysteries that are available on audiobook number 3. I do 10 series per video in that series. If you want to see more cozy mystery series that are available on audiobook, check out those videos because I think I've now done 50. I think I've done 5 videos and therefore I've done 50 cozy mystery series that are available on audiobook. But anyway, Pat's comment after all that, Pat's comment was, I love all the O's. It's like L-O-O-O-V-E. I love my paranormal cozies. Yee! Me too. That home renovation series has been one of my TBR forever. I really should get to it. Just a moment. Okay, my apologies for the pause there. That took a little bit of a while, but I was trying to find the series because I talk about so many series on audio. Sometimes I forget certain series, especially if I haven't read them myself. And so Pat is talking about the Haunted Home Renovation Mystery Series by Juliet Blackwell. I'm not going to put the book up on the screen because I don't edit these videos, the responding to your comments ones. But book number 1 is called If Walls Could Talk. And trust me, I'm literally holding my hands back because and if you know me, you know what I'm going to say. I am so wanting to go. Book number 1 is called If Walls Could Talk. I'm like, no, stop. You're not putting the picture up on the screen. Book number 1 is called If Walls Could Talk. And yeah, that just sounds really, really exciting to me. If the walls literally do talk in that first book, then sign me up. But Pat, yeah, that one sounds really exciting to me as well. And the other comment that Pat was making on here, the other series she was talking about, was the Cookie House series. Pat goes on to say, I haven't read the Cookie House series, but I have heard really great things about it. And book number 1 in that series, we'll hold the hand again, is called And Then There Were Crumbs. I'm trying so hard not to go, And Then There Were Crumbs, and this is by Eve Calder, and it just sounds really amazing. We have this woman who applies for a job to work in a bakery, as a pastry chef or something along those lines, and it just sounds really, the idea of that series title, a Cookie House mystery series. If you've read this series, please let me know. Is it extremely culinary? Do we focus a lot on the theme of the actual pastry, cookie, whatever making? If so, I need to add this book to my TBR, like, prontinto, like, right away, like, next month I need to read this book. If it's more mystery leaning, I can hold off for a bit. So you let me know if you've read it. But thank you, Pat, so much for that comment. And, yeah, I'm excited for both of those. So maybe we can organize a future buddy read. Ooh, there's an idea. But as I said, Pat went on to say she's heard really great things about that Cookie House mystery series, despite having not read it yet. and she left and I had to look closer there, sorry, bless my eyes, I'm short-sighted. Pat left an emoji of a cookie, and which I love, and 2 sparkly hearts, so sparkle, 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 sparkle. Thank you so much, Pat. Pat and I recently did a buddy read of a new book in a new series, Murder in the Dressing Room, book number 1 in the, oh my goodness, Misty Divine, I had to think there, cozy mystery series, which revolves the cozy theme, revolves around a drag queen, and it was a whole lot of fun. I'm so glad that we read that together, Pat, and we buddy read others too, but that was a new book in a new series. Only book 1's been released so far, and it was written by a drag queen, and it was just phenomenal. I really hope Holly Stars releases more books in the series because it was really good. Thank you for your comment, Pat. My dear friend Jane, whose name here is the Reading Nook 8478, commented on my cozy mysteries that are available on audiobook number 3 by saying, I'm working on Library Lovers by Jen McKinley. I have heard excuse me, my voice is going. I've heard many good things about Library Lovers, and I won't say much of anything at all. I'll just say this. I DNF'd book number 1 because I had an issue with it. I have been told, before you'll come at me in the comments, I've been told this issue is no longer a factor after book 1. I really need to get on to book number 2, because if it's not an issue after book 1, then what's stopping me from reading the rest of this year? I can seriously say, goodbye book 1, let me read the rest. And I just haven't yet, so maybe one day it will happen, but I am so glad that you are working your way through it, and I hope that you're really enjoying it. Jane goes on to say, the books are available on audio. Woo! I haven't tried Hat Shop yet, but thank you for doing the series. Thank you for doing the cozy mysteries that are available on audiobook series. And she left the sparkly heart, sparkle, sparkle. And thank you, Jane. And now I'm going to look up the Hat Shop, so just a moment. Okay, so the Hat Shop series is literally called that, the Hat Shop Mystery Series. It is by Jen McKinley. Book number 1 is called Cloche and Dagger. We're not pointing. Cloche and Dagger. So I highly recommend checking it out. I really shouldn't say this, but I'm way too transparent for my own good on my videos, so here we go. I struggle with reading cozy mysteries that are set in the UK, and that's just me, and it's nothing at all against the UK. I am the opposite way around with my classics. I love classics that are UK classics so much, but for me, I don't know, I'm a bit of a stickler in this situation, but for me, my cozy mysteries are American, and I love that they are American. It works for me. But because I'm so used to growing up, in Australia, we have extremely close ties to the UK as far as any form of fictional media is concerned. I am used to a much more serious tone with UK works, and so for me, it's just really hard for me to get over the fact that an English cozy mystery can exist as opposed to an American cozy mystery. So it just is what it is. So this one I probably won't check out, to be honest, purely because I can't get past the English thing. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. And I'm sure that Pat somewhere is saying, but you know, Mr. Francy, that Murder in the Dressing Room is an English cozy. But anyway, it was a drag queen cozy. It was an exception. I'm not putting anything down. It is personal preference. I'm sure that there are amazing English, Scottish, Ireland cozies out there. I'm sure there are. I've heard great things about certain ones that are out there. But just for me, I can't wrap my head around it and go, English, Irish, Scottish is cozy. I just can't. It's just, I don't know. Don't hate me. I just can't. So that's just me. But anyway, let me know if you end up reading the Hat Shop Mystery Series, Jane. Let me know how you liked it. And if it's narrated by an American narrator, let me know. Because that makes a difference too. Because all of the classics I've ever read were narrated. If I listen to the audio, they were narrated by English narrators rather than American ones. So if it's an American narrator narrating an English cozy mystery series, I may actually give it a go. So let me know. I'm sorry, that just sounds so wrong. I'm not putting them down. I'm really not. I'm just saying for me, it doesn't work. I'm going to try not to think about it too much. Thank you for your wonderful comment, Jane, and I hope you really enjoyed the series, and I'm glad you're loving library lovers. Can't talk. Library lovers. Okay. Jane also commented on my March TBR video for 2025 saying, I can hear what you're saying about Robbie. Okay, so going back. Jane and I are currently buddy reading a cozy mystery series called The Country Store Cozy Mystery Series by Maddie Day. Book number 1 is called Flipped for Murder. And I get very excited even when I say that title, so it's very hard not to put the fingers up and go, flipped for murder. Book number 1 is called Flip for Murder, and I love this series. The narrator makes the protagonist, the main character, whose name is Robbie, sound like she's a lot older than she is. In one of the books, she says she's 27. To me, she sounds like she's 85, 90. So that's just how it is. But I love that because I love my elderly ladies in my cozy mysteries. So it's not a put down. It's a compliment for me. Janie is saying, I can hear what you're saying about Robbie sounding older than she actually is. It's the narrator that makes her sound old. Yep, absolutely it is. 100%. It's the narrator. And I agree. Thank you, Jane. And Jane goes on to say, I like the Magical Cats Cozy Mystery Series. Yeah, thank you. And you got me onto that one, which I really appreciate. Thank you. Yee! I'm reading book number 3 next month in April. Okay, I'm going to end on this next one because ever since I saw it, I knew it had to be included in a video, and we're now at the half-hour mark, so I need to include it. My dear friend Jessica commented on my responding to your comments video number 6 by saying, and it just made my day, Jessica, saying, I want sparkly hands too. And she's put up 4 sparkly hearts. So, sparkle, 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 Jessica. I just love it so much. As I was explaining earlier, when someone puts a sparkly heart up, I do the sparkle, sparkle, and Jessica wanted it too. And she says, love you, little bro. Love you, big sis. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, that is where we're going to leave it because otherwise this would go on for hours and hours and hours. You all know it would. I have the gift of gab. I can just keep on talking, but we got to cut it off somewhere, right? So there will be more responses coming. If you would like me to respond or react to a comment that you have left on my videos, that is all you need to do. Leave a comment on one of my videos and it will come up here and I'll respond or react to it. Thank you to everyone who has left comments on my videos. They have all been extremely positive, kind, nice, sparked conversations. I am yet to come across any issues, and I'm touching wood here because I'm not trying to say that I want that, but it's all been a really positive experience. So please do keep them coming. And of course, they will feature in this series. But in the meantime, that is where I will leave it. So I'm going to let you all go, as I always do, with peace, blessings, and so much love. Please do be kind and love one another and spread your sparkling energy all throughout the world. And until next time, happy reading. Bye, everyone.